What's up? What's happening? What's going on, everyone? It's Next Play Sunday time. We want to welcome you again to the hottest investment talk on Sunday nights. It's Next Play Sunday. We want to welcome you again. And every Sunday night at 7:30, me and the fellas and the girl and the ladies, we get together for the live stock and investment talk. We want to invite you out, and then if you want to come in and learn, definitely want to make sure you check us out on Facebook or YouTube. Again, we get into the hottest stock talk, hottest investment talk. We talk about everything from cryptocurrency all the way down to investments in retail, drop shipping, whatever else, anything to be able to make the next play. You can always join us here live, like I said again, on Facebook at 7:30 on Sundays. We want to say it again at 7:30 on Sundays. You can rewatch the replays if you join the Facebook group. You can see it on YouTube. We definitely want to tell everybody to come out again and actually take a look and enjoy everything that we do. The investors are in the house. Everybody's over there chilling in the room. We finna get ready to get started here soon, and everybody's gonna be able to see what's going on. Again, we like to tell you again. Welcome to Next Play Sundays. Enjoy the show. Learn something new. We got a good one today. We talking about a lot of different aspects of investing. We got a great new special guest host today. So everything is going to be on point today. We're going to make sure we all in and everybody's going to be enjoying themselves. Now what we finna do is we finna try to go over and join everybody else that's in the waiting room and that's waiting on the show to start so we can join the rest of the investors and everybody else that's in, and we're gonna get everything together. So again, like we say, welcome to Next Play Investors. Everybody know what's the next play, and that's what it is. Um,
Other girl or
what's
something.
going on, y'all? What's going on? We
So
live, we
crazy.
live, we live, we live. Hey everybody, hey Nicole, what's
Oh,
going
you woke
on?
up like this.
Hey.
You woke up like this.
She woke up like this.
You
I
said
did.
it. I just repeat what you said.
Yeah. Hey, Nicole, listen, Nicole, what's happening is your camera's freezing. That's all. There you go.
What is it?
Your camera was freezing,
It's
so you
still
was in a pose position real quick.
Hey man, we live and in charge, man. What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Hey
Hey,
Nicole,
everything's
All
good.
right, all right.
how everybody week
Week.
been?
I had
Nice.
a
Nice
great
weekend.
weekend with my family in Orlando.
I'm glad that's so.
I like that shirt you got on, man.
Oh, talk about the shirt. You want to talk about it?
Nice
Let's talk
shirt.
about the shirt. So everybody at Next Play will receive a complimentary shirt, and it's gonna look just like this. Everybody, all the people, original members of Next Play will receive a complimentary shirt.
Oh,
And Nicole, I'm gonna do something special for you. Because you're such a wonderful AKA and you always
am I gonna get a pink and green shirt?
Oh yeah, we're gonna make you a pink and green shirt. It's already been officially sponsored. We're gonna make you a pink and
I got
green
on my
shirt.
Jesus shirt today.
Hey, well, we're
Right.
gonna say just Jesus. We're gonna make sure Gamal and Morena gonna get a special shirt because they the unicorn and the mermaids by themselves. Morena's supposed to be joining us. She been busy with doing her thing with, if she want to tell y'all, she'll tell y'all. But she been busy doing the thing. But compliments of all the admins in the group, man. Everybody's gonna get their Next Play shirt. Only ones, you know what I'm saying? Only reason we gonna do one different from Nicole, because Nicole always wearing pink and green. I don't think she'll wear another color.
Hey, cut it out.
Oh Lord, y'all hear that petty shade. Shout out to all the members of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated.
See, that's what I'm saying. Giving free plugs to people.
One
We need to
time
be
for the
charging
Vice
them.
President, Kamala.
Listen. Nah, we can't shout out Vice President Kamala. Kamala in the hot seat right now. We're gonna leave that one alone.
Yes. She in the hot seat.
Man, we're gonna
Okay.
leave her.
Just the other
She in the hot seat right now. We can't really deal with her right now. But yeah, so man, like everybody know in the WhatsApp chat, I reached out to get everybody's sizes. So the shirt's gonna be just like this. All of them gonna be, I'm showing it off, but all of them gonna look just like this. And everybody gonna be able to get their own shirt. So, it's one of those situations where, I just want to tell everybody thank you. And then what we're gonna do from here on out, every week that people participate and come in. Every week he said medium. every week that people participate, you know what I mean. New members, if the new members that participate, they got to come 3 weeks in a row, and they get indoctrinated into it. And every new member that come and participate on the live call, not on Facebook, they gonna get their own shirt. So you know we're gonna be giving away shirts all year, so we can get people, you know what I'm saying, to understand it's a movement, man. We trying to get as many people on here to bring information into the people, so everybody can actually enjoy, just being able to be involved with the group. And so that's why I want to tell everybody, you know, it's one of those situations of I want to thank everybody. I thank everybody in the group. Want to thank everybody for being able to come in and enjoy being on Next Play Sundays. So, you know, we want to make sure we get everybody in and make sure we show appreciation. So, you know, you come 3 weeks and you participate and you bring some information that's meaningful, you get a free shirt. I mean, you know, we gonna, you know, and most of them, if you out of Atlanta, the only thing I'm gonna ask you is you pay for your own shipping. I mean, we'll give you the shirt. The shipping be $3-4. And you know we'll ship it to you. That's the only thing we're gonna ask you. I mean, if you out of state, we'll ship it to you. But if you'll be kind of just to pay the shipping, it's $3-4. It takes snail mail, and we'll be good to go. But we definitely gonna make sure everybody start feeling like family, and everybody start feeling like, you know, that everything is what they doing. So be on the lookout. We're gonna put the play together this week to be able to start giving out shirts for everybody. And you know, we asked that you wear them on Sunday, so you know we can keep the family going and show everything going on. Other than that, you know, I think that's pretty much all of what we doing. Like I said, we've been trying to make sure that we definitely showing group economics. So I want to give everybody they definitely due diligence and give them their own shirts. And yeah, Nicole. Now, if you want a special shirt, if you anybody else want a special shirt, reach out to me in Snapchat. We'll talk about it. I mean, you want a special color, all you know, everybody that's original, I'm willing to do.
I think I might want an original, you know.
Yeah, everybody that's the original member, I'm willing to do customization. If you coming in, we gonna do.
Well, I might get some extra ones, you know.
Yeah.
When I say big, might get one that say big cheese across the chest.
Yeah. You know, we wanna make sure, you know, everybody we wanna make sure that everybody kind of get
big whoop.
Yeah.
Big cheese, Lynch in the house.
Big wolf on that mug.
So yeah, that's what we want to do, man. We want, you know, I want to let everybody know, man. We gonna definitely make sure everybody get their shirts. We're gonna get them printed up, and you know, it's a movement, man. We trying to get everybody financially and investing so we can all act in group economics and pass along information and make more money and learn more stuff. But you know, that's my time until I talk again. I think I got enough juicy talk time coming up that I'm gonna leave it to y'all to kind of make this thing work today.
All right, well, cool. That's what's up. So, Nicole, are you
She nah. She ain't ready. I emailed it to her, but she ain't got it.
I am a principal.
You need Wi-Fi access points.
Yo, Sam, give it. Sam, what you think you are? A leader, a principal, the mayor.
I know. I promise. I'll be ready next week. I'm so sorry. I didn't get the email.
Next week. You said that last week.
I know I said that last week. I just got off a flight, man, like 3 hours ago.
That's what I had said. That's what happened was.
Isn't that about preparation? I mean, don't you?
Look, I'll be over there. Don't do me like that. I have great work ethics.
Hey, look. This whole thing about investing is about being ahead of the curve. You know that, right?
Thank you.
So all of it plays into, you know, one single thing. We see stuff, we make our play on it and wait for it to come to us. So you know.
All right. Well, hey, listen, we got
you and y'all Grady babies. I don't know what to say about y'all.
Don't do that because my cousin is not on here yet. I don't see him. So
both of y'all acting up.
Hey, listen, y'all. We got a special guest, a young man who I met a couple of weeks ago at the Big Brothers Anonymous over in East Point at the Legacy Center, and Me myself, I believe in surrounding myself with young folk. You know, all the latest technologies, all the latest and greatest information. I think they bring that to anybody's group.
True.
So this young man specializes in e-commerce, also NFTs, digital currency. He has his own YouTube channel out there. I'm pretty sure you talk about that, but doing really successful for himself. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce Mr. Joshua Darrington.
All right, everybody doing all right?
Everybody's good. Everybody's good. What's going on? Nice to meet you, Mr. Johnson. We'll give him a next play hand.
Always a pleasure when you got the youth boy bringing in that knowledge, man. Hey, that's
Yeah, man. Exactly. So yeah, just a quick introduction of myself. Like I say, I specialize in high ticket e-commerce. Specifically, what we do is partner with brands who sell like expensive items, and pretty much once we partner with them, we're able to get their wholesale pricing. And also what we do is we advertise it on Google. So for example, if someone was to search up John Deere lawnmower right now, it'll be a couple different stores selling John Deere lawnmowers. But in order to be able to sell John Deere lawnmowers, we have to get in contact with the brands and get approved. So once at any time someone will make a purchase to buy a John Deere lawnmower, if they buy it from you, you make the money just like if they buy it from Lowe's. So that's pretty much what I do. Mr. Stacy, he really liked the opportunity and was interested in investing, but pretty much the main thing with e-commerce is the legwork. So I know most of y'all, you're at a point where you want to make your money work for you. So I told him, like, we're gonna find you opportunity. Maybe it not right now, but that's what I came to talk to you about. So the opportunity, which is still very underground, and I'm gonna show y'all. It's called Decentraland. I know this past maybe year, 9 months, y'all started to hear a lot about cryptocurrency, NFTs and stuff like that. Now, you probably haven't heard of Decentraland yet. What Decentraland is essentially just a virtual world. Like, if any of you all have younger kids in your family, y'all heard of Roblox?
Yeah, my daughter is real big in Roblox.
Exactly, and my nephew is too. But it was said that like at least 80 to 90% of younger kids play Roblox consistently every month. So it's really big for them, and games was big for us, but not as big as it is for them, because that's their whole life is in the game. They spend their money in the game. They don't even have no money, but they spend their parents' money in the game. So what Decentraland is essentially Roblox before adults. Now, there's already a lot of adults playing this game, but adults playing video games all day is not really socially acceptable yet. But as we go transform in the future, everybody's gonna be online. And, what I see Decentraland is essentially like the Facebook, the next generation Facebook. So how everybody goes on Facebook to see what their friends doing and what are y'all doing over here. Eventually, in 5 or 10 years, Facebook, Instagram, all that's gonna be the past stuff. The new generation of social networks is gonna be in game, where people get to go in the game and see their friends running around with their outfits on. They can go to the movies in the game. They can order pizza in the game, and that's what I want to tell you about. So Decentraland, like I say, pretty much essentially just a virtual world, and it's a few facts that really confirm to me that this is on the cusp of becoming mainstream. So I know this past year, a lot of you all have heard about NFTs and stuff like that. But let me show you. So anytime I do product research, I go to Google Trends, because this is going to tell you exactly how many people are searching for it and when. So let me just share my screen real quick. Right. I would say yes, because so when we let me see if I can transfer back to me. Okay. All right. When Decentraland first started, they have 90,000 parcels of land, which each parcel of land is called an NFT. So they have 90,000 NFTs where you can build anything and everything you want on it, right? This was back in 2017. When those parcels of land first came out, those parcels of land were maybe $20 or something like that, right? Fast forward to now, the cheapest parcel of land is like $5,000 to $6,000. $5,000 to $6,000 for a little part. Like it just looks like land to us, you know. And to us, it just looks like a game. But this is the reason why it's not a game. There are a lot of crypto, what they call them, crypto whales, and these are people who have a lot of cryptocurrencies, and they got rich off crypto, but they can't take it out because of taxes. I'm not too versed in that, but I just know that if you have a lot of money in crypto, they don't want to take it out, because if they take it out, they then got to pay taxes and stuff like that. So what they're doing is offloading all of their crypto assets into NFTs, and this is going to be one of the things that they offload their assets into. I know you probably heard a few months ago, well, probably actually a few weeks ago, they sold a $70 million NFT, which is just a digital piece of art.
The pixel, right? Was that the pixel?
Yeah, it's just a picture. Just like I'm seeing y'all, they cop it out. It's just a picture for $70 million. And it's not the fact that that artwork is so good that it's worth $70 million. It's just this dude, he became a billionaire off of crypto, and he needed assets to purchase. So just like in the real world, one of the best investments and the most millions are made off real estate, this is something that is limited real estate. Now, although Earth is limited, this is literally only limited to 90,000, and there's none available. So as time goes on, so right now we're in 2021. Crypto is not even really mainstream with the average consumer yet. They're starting to hear about it, but then the average mom and pop person doesn't use crypto for anything. They just hear about it, whatever. You just invest in it. You're not really using crypto. And the next, go ahead.
I'm sorry. So would you say that that would be a good investment in buying what you say, a plot, and just basically you're saying that you can put a mall, say a car dealership, whatever you want to, whatever you can imagine, you can put it on that particular plot.
Exactly. Essentially. So let me tell you what happened. Okay. The past week ago, Atari Game Systems, they recently bought a few plots of land and put a digital casino in there. So they had to hire developers to build a casino. So that way, when the people, the virtual people, like they go in the game, they can actually spend real money in the casino, and you're able to generate revenue through a virtual casino by not actually owning anything. But once it's built up, people can come in there. They have art galleries in there. They have a lot of other stuff. And this is just in the beginning phases. So what I was showing you all right here, let me make sure I share it right. Okay. Right here, this is where I go to do product research. But this is also good to let you know what's trending, right? So this is when Decentraland first came about, around like October, November 2017. It first launched, right? You didn't hear anything about it. 2 years, boom. This is where we are currently now, February, April, May. And like I said, this is just the beginning, only because NFTs are just around. So this is a trend on NFTs, and NFTs is essentially another form of crypto, but NFTs just came about February, February, March, April,
I'm
May.
gonna give you February. They came about around December, but they just started really presenting them to everybody in the beginning.
But they didn't take off to what is it, Coinbase?
Well,
online.
Well, NFTs they started with the NFTs last year during the pandemic, but they had to set it up and get the infrastructure set up to be able to be sold. Again, we're talking about blockchain. When we talk about like since everybody's using blockchain for everything, like to build other things for it to run besides cryptocurrency, different companies are coming up with different products to use the blockchain for, because it's a secure platform. So this whole thing that he's talking about, it started back in like August. I forgot the exact date when the company really started pushing the NFTs because again, Decentraland, I heard about it as doing my research. One thing about it was it came out and then it got real hype because, like you said, everybody don't start to get on it now. Go ahead, Mr. Joshua, just take your time.
Oh yeah, and yeah. So pretty much, like I say, the main two reasons why I believe Decentraland in particular, because Decentraland is the leading force in the NFT virtual real estate space right now. Now that is subject to change, but they're leading the way right now. And another reason why they're leading the way is because I don't know if you know, but crypto was brought about to give the people the power. So Decentraland is not necessarily run by a game company. Decentraland is just a platform that is run by everyone who plays the game. So if someone, yeah, so if someone was to buy real estate in Decentraland, now you have a plot to vote. So that's just your ownership in the game. So if someone was to come on your land and play in the game, they can play in the game, but you know, it's your land. And now you have the right. So if they say, hey, we're going to make a change, we want to make a change to bring another 100,000 parcels of land in the game to give people more opportunity to purchase and this and that, whatever. If the people vote no, there will only be 90,000 parcels of land. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's pretty much, and the way
So-
I've been looking at the community talks, they're saying they're pretty much not going to let them make anymore, but you know, so it's maybe subject to change, but it's pretty much going to be 90,000 flat. Yep. So.
Do you think that they're keeping it small to keep it? Because we know scarcity is what creates
Crypto.
scarcity.
Bitcoin.
Yeah, scarcity is what creates demand, and that's part of that's kind of like what I'm going to talk about later on tonight. But scarcity. So do you think they're keeping it like that to be able to make it rare to keep it popular, or do you think they're doing that to make sure that it lasts for a long time? Like, what do you think?
Yeah, I was gonna say, see, when you go in the game, and I've played it briefly, you know, I'm just into making money, you know, so I'm not really too interested in the game. I don't really care about the game, but I know if I had a chance to invest in Roblox, some of the games in Roblox, you'll make a lot of money, you know.
So you really looking for the next play?
Exactly.
Ah.
Yeah.
That was a setup.
So our people. So I tell you what, Joshua. Tell us. Can you give us an idea of what kind of money you've seen made, or from like you don't have to give us your numbers, but tell us kind of like what kind of numbers you think that you can make.
Off of the Decentraland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what I was talking to Mr. Stacy, what I want to do, and like I say, because it's still really early, you know, your kids and our, like let's say our kids probably not gonna hear about this for another 7 years, but we're not worried about the kids. The play is for the crypto whales because they need something to spend money on. They have all this money to so let me tell you how it is now. And I have a few friends who do crypto like, you know, heavy. They don't really see money how the average person sees money. Meaning like when they see money as just numbers on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and you know, their emotions aren't really attached to money. They just see the money, the numbers go up and down, you know, because they can't really touch the money because, you know, if they pull it out, then, you know, I don't know too much about that yet, but I know it's a little bit about taxes, but so they just see the money as numbers on the screen, right? And these people who are the real whales, that's what they call them, crypto whales, who have billions and billions worth of crypto, you wouldn't even be able to tell if you looked at them because they just look like average blow Joe guys who got in Bitcoin early and are sitting on a lot of money, right? So these people, you know, they're investing. Somebody might, but
I got it.
They're investing in a lot of Dogecoin and crypto right now because it's on a bull trend, right? Now, when the bull trend comes down, which it always does, a lot of people gonna get scared and they're gonna realize like, hey, you know, I need another asset to invest into. Now, like I said, the crypto space is still early, so you know the main things you can invest in is, you know, the coins. That's about it. You see what I'm saying? So you know, as time goes on, you know, they're gonna need something.
Hey, quick question, Joshua.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Devere.
Which crypto do you buy Decentraland with?
Mana Coin.
Is it Ethereum?
Mana Coin.
Manacoin?
Mana Coin. Yep.
Hey,
So
do you mind putting that in the chat?
Yep.
I mean, that Manacoin might be the next place.
Yeah.
How do I type it in? How do I type? Okay.
So what you're saying, Joshua, we can take that Bitcoin and purchase a plot with it if you have enough of it.
Yes. So like I say, you can tip the general purchase. So like I say, crypto is still in the early phases. So one of the main reasons that's stopping a lot of people from investing in crypto is the process of purchasing. Like to purchase a lot of these coins that are going up, you have to go through a lot of hoops. Pancake swap, download this browser, you know, do this. So only people who are really getting it in right now are the people who are really invested in it. So not the average consumer yet. You see what I'm saying? So you were saying like, could you purchase? You wouldn't use a Bitcoin, so you'll purchase Mana Coin and then use the Mana Coin to purchase the plot. So Mana Coin, I think right around now it's about $1. But if Mana Coin goes up, so does the value of the asset and also the property value. So
I got a question. Do you think they use the Mana Coin to buy things on Decentraland? Like if Mana Coin gonna be like the dollar for Decentraland?
Exactly.
And that Manacoin might be next play that Decentraland pop off.
Yep, it all ties in together. Because Mana Coin, if I can do it, I'm gonna see if I can do a quick
go ahead.
Screen share. Yep, let me do it real quick. Let me see. So I'm gonna just do this live. I haven't actually even looked this up. Let me just type in Mana Coin to see the search trend. Boom. So it popped off first when Decentraland first came about. They announced Mana Coin, and it just popped off again when Decentraland popped off. So as Decentraland grows, so does Mana Coin and vice versa. So if you wanted to hedge your bets against Decentraland, you could do that with Mana Coin.
Wow. Okay,
that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
makes a
Mr.
lot of
Joshua.
sense.
That boy good.
That boy good. That boy good. Mr. Joshua, I think all the people would want to hear a little bit more detailed about it, because I think this is the next play. This is something we want to try to get in on early. So
yeah, most definitely.
Most definitely those plots. It's like investing in real estate, except as digital real estate. And we're here at Next Play. We're speaking about that, but we didn't know exactly how it was coming about. But we did touch on it about the painting and everything going digital. So we touched on it. I was like, shh, man, I didn't know.
And look, they speaking about this other day. It's another little thing I seen. They actually did a live concert the other day with one of these big famous artists, and about 3,500 people was on the server live. So the next play is live concerts, live venues, you know, and a lot, like I said, a lot more stuff. It's just they call it the metaverse.
Called the metaverse.
Metaverse. So my nephew, and the reason why, like I said, another reason why I know this is literally the going to be huge is because my nephew mentioned, he's only 6 years old, but he mentioned metaverse, and I'm like, hey, how you know about that? But that's just, he's just so used to it and he knows. But it's called the metaverse.
That's good. That's good. You're able to tap into your nephew at 6 years old, because those kids are the future. You see?
Exactly.
So you're able to tap into the young folk.
Man, I seen Dogecoin on one of my little brother's game a few years ago.
Yeah.
Really?
They was using the Dogecoin. You know how like on games you get to buy like outfits for the characters and little shit like that.
Right.
Yeah, I had seen Dogecoin on there, so I had put some money in it just years ago, just BSing around, just because I saw it on the video game.
Well, I'm gonna tell you that's how Dogecoin got created by some game developers that were playing around, just having fun, and they created Dogecoin just for out of kicks and giggles. You know what I mean? To use in that game that Mr. Lynch talking about. You know what I mean? Like he was probably playing that game that they created it for, because that's what it was first initially brung out as a product. At.
What's that little game you get to build stuff on? All the
Minecraft.
kids. Minecraft. Yep, that's exactly what it was.
And like I said, that's essentially another form of metaverse, but that's the web. You know, have you heard them speak of like Web 2.0, Web 3.0?
Yeah.
You know, that's the Web 2.0. The Web 3.0 is when we go into the game. You know, we're able to go to a Jay-Z concert in the game, and you know, really like actually like be in the game instead of just like just scrolling on the screen. You know, this is not gonna last 10 more years. You know, the iPhone is gonna eventually get paid out, and people are gonna know what's the next thing. That being in the game is the next play.
It's already. What's the next play?
Activision, the goggles.
Well, you got to look at it this way. Even you got to look at they already pushing that way, because look at how the NBA Finals were presented.
Yep.
Look at how they presented the NBA Finals, where you can act like you're sitting in the stands.
Yep.
But you were on a television, and Microsoft and everybody provided all in the bubble. That's what the fan experience was about. So I think Mr. Joshua is completely in point where he at. I really do.
Yeah. And so with Mr. Stacy, this is what I was talking to him about. I was thinking,
Mr. Stacy. Call that man Big Play on him.
He was doing right by saying Mr. Stacy. Go ahead, Joshua. It's super respectful.
I love it, but you know.
I was gonna say, my goal, and like I say, I'm doing a few different things right now, but I'm glad I'm able to present this to y'all. So if y'all want to jump ahead of me and get to work, hey, kudos with me, you know. But my goal was to maybe round up a fund, and like I say, while these lands are still cheap, relatively cheap, you know, because just like when Bitcoin was $500, people was thinking, oh man, like that's crazy, you know. But Bitcoin is $63,000 now. You see what I'm saying? So while we're looking at it, each little parcel is $6,000. In 10 years, one parcel may be $1 million in crypto land. You see what I'm saying? That's different. Yeah. So while these lands of parcel is still cheap, still the beginning phases of Decentraland, my goal is to maybe go in there and purchase like a big plot of land. Because here's another thing: what's going to happen, and this is probably the last thing I'm gonna say. Over the next, like say 5-6 years, there are gonna be big companies like Apple, Facebook, Google. They're gonna all need to buy plots of land. And Mr. Stacy's out here in Conyers with me. Covington land. Oh, you out here too? Yeah. I was like, you kind of look familiar, but I don't. He said land prices are sky high. You see what I'm saying? Because all these big companies. So if you got a lot of land, all these big companies really want that land. So the same thing is going to happen. And another thing with NFTs, like if you don't want to sell, nobody's forcing you to sell, and they can't do anything to make you sell. So as these land values appreciate, if you bought a big plot of land in the game, 20, 30, 40 plots, when Facebook and Google and all them come, all the other plots are sold right now. So if they want to buy a piece of land, they'll have to go to somebody anyway right now. But as the land values continue to appreciate, the bids for more land so they can build in the game are only going to go up. You know what I mean?
Right. My next question: would you be willing? We'll talk about it. We would love to be able to get updates on this on a regular. You can think about it if that's something you might want to do, and keep everybody. If this is the next play, we want to be on it.
Yeah, not for sure. How I told Miss Stacey, what I'm doing right now. I thought about this. I'm not exactly sure, but basically one day, like a venture capitalist, hedge funds and stuff. So I kind of got to know how to raise funds and do it efficiently to where everybody wins. So right now that's kind of what I'm learning before I just essentially just go out there and just I want to make sure I know what I'm doing and in a way to where we can all win. But like I say, because I know group economics is better than single economics. So
you right.
Say it again. Mr. Darius, did you hear that? Could you say it for the people?
Yeah, group economics is better than single economics. You know what I mean? So if there's a way
You
we
learned
can
that
all
from Stacey.
win, if there's a way we can all win, we can that's what I want to do. So I'm still studying up on that. I want to make sure I know what I'm doing before I get into that. But, if y'all want to go ahead, by all means.
Hey, but one more before you stop. I know we talked about the mana coin, but we talked about something else and I missed it. I didn't write it down. It was, what was the other thing? Who? Metaverse. What the metaverse is? What is that? A land or a coin or what is
Metaverse is essentially just like the virtual world.
Okay.
Metaverse is essentially just a virtual world, like Roblox, Minecraft.
Okay.
Those are all metaverses. But the Web 3.0 metaverse is the metaverse that they're actually in the game.
With the concerts and everything as hell and all that.
Exactly. And let me say this, they also already started doing this in Fortnite. I know you all probably heard of Fortnite. They have an artist named Travis Scott. He hosted a
concert one time on there.
Exactly. And it had like 12 million concurrent viewers. So that's almost, I don't want to say that's big as a Super Bowl, but close to it. You see what I'm saying? So as this virtual world continues to go up, it's only going to get bigger. So
all right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Mr. Joshua, that was great.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey man, I'm scared to talk now, man. That young man that came with some fire, man. Shoot, I don't even nobody want to hear what I got to say no more today, man. Shoot, we're gonna let Joshua talk for the rest of the day, man. You know what I mean?
That was it on this play.
That was awesome, Joshua.
Hey, but that was good. That was a very good segment to say this man is 21 years old, got that much knowledge. Most of the time, young 21 years old doing something else. They're not talking about stuff like this.
Yeah.
So hats off to you, young brother. Continue to do. We're really glad you came through to check us out. And but we appreciate it. We took some notes. I like the mana coin. I like the metaverse, but the mana coin definitely sounds like a play.
Yeah, most
the land, the plot is what the play is.
Mana,
plot is
they're all going up. You see what I'm saying? So if the land may appreciate a lot faster because if it only takes a couple announcements, Facebook trying to get in the game, they need land. You see what I'm saying? That'll make it shoot up really quick. So
right. All that's good. And then as Mr. Lynch said, he heard his 6-year-old nephew talking about Dogecoin, which is crazy. So
and they don't even really comprehend what they doing, but it's like it's ingrained in them, So like we used to go outside, but they just all digital.
Wait a minute, you 21? Y'all went outside?
Look, I went outside.
Right. I was about to ask that too. Sam, did y'all go outside?
Look, I went outside for like 5 years, but
I forgot. Mr. Lynch is also a millennial too.
He's a millennial.
Yeah, see, I had older brothers, so I kind of like, I was in the transition.
Okay. All right, man.
Don't do just looking outside.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you can hang around, but we're gonna go on into the show. As usual, we'll talk about the sectors real quick and the next play nugget. So this week, the Dow Jones Industrial average, it lost 0.50% to close at 33,875. The S&P, it had little change in the S&P. It pretty much stayed the same. It closed at 4,181. And I got a little tip. I don't know if it's true, but somebody said, like, you got to kind of watch out. If the S&P hits 4,300, keep an eye on a correction. So, and they was talking about like a 7% correction. So, kind of keep an eye on the S&P if it goes up to 4,300, because it has not had a 10% correction all year, just so y'all know. And then the NASDAQ, it lost 0.39% to close at 13,963. And the sector this week, number one was utilities. Now this sector here is only for this is just a weak sector right here, just for this week right here, how everything went. So utilities was number one, real estate was number two, consumer discretionaries was number three, consumer staples was number four, healthcare number five, industries number six, communication services number seven, financials number eight, materials number nine, information technology was 10, and energy was 11. Okay. So this week's next play nugget, and this nugget is just kind of giving us something to think about. That as of February the 26th, 2021, there was $2.7 million mortgages that were in forbearance. So the question, I asked myself, what happens, once the forbearance thing ends? What are the banks going to do? And what options are they going to give the homeowners who are in forbearance right now? Because, of course, at the end of the forbearance, there's going to be a lump sum that they have to pay. So the homeowner could pay the entire amount that they owe, and they're done, all the mortgages caught up. Number two, they may be able to do a loan modification with the bank where they could adjust the payments or, pay a little extra on it, per month. Or the banker themselves could put all the money on the back end of the mortgage or extend the amount of years. So like somebody may have a 30-year mortgage, with all the forbearance payment, they may put them on the rear, which may take your mortgage from 30 years to 35 years, or maybe I heard even up to 40 years. So, but that's my little next play. So something to think about. But right now we got $2.7 million of mortgages that are in forbearance. But that's it for me. Big play stay on the Slam and Sam with the news.
Hi, hello everybody. My name is Sam and Slam and Sam, and I'm coming to you with the news segment. Basically, everybody get ready, put their hats on, button up their shirts. It's getting ready to be a battle between Apple and Epic. And if you don't know who Epic is the developers of basically Fortnite and a whole lot of other games. Basically, what's happened here is that all of the gaming applications that Apple has goes through, that Epic has, it goes through the iOS through Apple, and they pay for, pay for everything on Apple anyway. So Apple gets 30% of all of Epic's like gaming systems and stuff that they sell, whatnot on Apple. Apple gets 30% of that. And Epic, what they turned around and did, developed their own pay system so they don't have to go through Apple to pay that 30%. So believe it or not, within an hour later of them doing that, Apple put a suit on them. They're going to get their money.
Really?
Basically. So it's going to be interesting to see what comes about with this lawsuit between Apple and Epic. Epic is saying that Apple is trying to do this monopoly play on them so that they can't grow and everything. So it might get a little ugly, but we will to see. So just stay tuned to that. Moving on to my second story tonight is, remember about 2 months ago, I came on Next Play News and I said to you guys that Volkswagen and Tesla may do a merger or something. Mm-hmm. Well, a little bit more has become clear. Franco just pointed out just a couple weeks ago about these fast charging ports that are just around the corner, not far from here. Believe it or not, this is the merger that they were talking about. Tesla and Volkswagen, basically, Volkswagen is using Tesla's technology in the fast charging part of it, but they don't want you to know about it because Volkswagen has just sunk $30 billion into developing this two-way charging, fast charging station. And they're saying that, hey, they're coming up with the technology, but they're using right now on the fast charging port Tesla's technology, but they're saying they're developing it. So that's the merger that's going on right now between Volkswagen and Tesla. So you can make your play or either purchase on Volkswagen end, or you can go ahead and purchase some Tesla. But either way, hey, you can come out on the winning end on both of them. This fast charging port seems to be the way that the car and the EV industry is trying to head toward. Also, I would look into semiconductors and stuff like that as far as your stock looking, what stocks you look for. And let's see, Waymo. For my last story of the day, Waymo has just launched their autonomous driving vehicle. It's supposed to be everything in what they're looking for is no driver in sight in the vehicle, period. It can navigate roads, it can navigate accidents, construction sites, everything. This doggone software that they have in this vehicle basically is like top of the line. And as you know, this company, Waymo, is actually an alphabet company, which is Google. So you guys know that all that stuff is like tied into Google. So Google's stock getting ready to jump because they're saying that this vehicle can drive from California and it can come all the way to Georgia and go back with no driver in sight. It can navigate and you can actually purchase one. Before they just had it where you had it to rent it, not rent it, but use it as a taxi service. But now they're actually coming to market with it. So be on the lookout for that. My name is Slammer Sound. I'm out. This is my news for today. Hopefully it was useful.
I got a question about Waymo.
Huh?
Does Waymo, do they have a vehicle that's actually out?
Yes, they do.
They got a motor in it?
It got a motor in it. It's electric motor. It's electric.
It wasn't going downhill when they showed the commercial, was it?
No, it was not a commercial. I was like, hey, more power to them.
You know how I go.
Yes, sir. They will say you one with no engine, but now they're in the tailpipe.
Oh man, that's crazy. Oh man. Well, I guess it's on to me, man, and I want to tell everybody, man. That young man, he was good today, man. You know what I'm saying? I definitely got to say that young man was real good. So I think that we got to get hats off to him again. We hope we get him back in here to start to put us up on it. I want to buy me some digital land.
You ain't lying.
I
want to go find something today.
I want to go buy me some digital land, man. I definitely want to do that. But today, man, as always, man, I got some great information, and I definitely want to tell y'all what's really going on. We do want to talk about it. It's a thing that just changed on the 29th of this month, and it's pretty big. GDP went up, so the nation is growing. Everything is actually happening like it's supposed to, and that's one of the best things in the world. It raised by 4.3%. So everything is growing, but the thing is, we're gonna have a lot of shortages. One of the biggest things that I read over the week that was really interesting to me, we're gonna have a lot of shortages in the origin product, in the raw material, steel, copper, wood. There's gonna be a lot of shortages in that, and it goes back to kind of why Apple just spent so much money on lumber, because it's gonna be a big shortage on products and stuff. So we want to watch out for it. It's also some problems with GDP because they're still trying to get the vaccination and everything else. But the reason I bring it back up, because GDP is always a number and a metric that people can use to understand the ways to measure the economy, and so you can measure your stocks. And so we always want to be able to put forth that and let it be known. But that's one of the biggest things we want to talk about, is that GDP is actually is actually moving up. The economy is back rolling. So yeah, travel is finna start back. A lot of stocks are gonna probably start moving in about the third quarter, because people are gonna start posting revenues in the second quarter that we in now, starting this month. So everybody be on the kind of lookout for to start watching the stock market as it move a little bit. And the reason I brought that up is, I think something that we need to talk about, because we hadn't had a chance to talk about it in a while, or I don't even know how many people know about this. But it's a real big thing, and as we watching and buying stocks, I thought it was something that we need to talk about. And it's the title of today's Sunday, if you've seen it on Facebook. But the whole thing is ADRs and OTC. When we're picking stocks, some of our stocks are in ADRs and OTC. And I don't know how many people have paid attention to it depending on what brokerage you're on. And I don't know if the people that use Robinhood, I don't know if they're paying attention to it, if it even tells you, because I don't use Robinhood as a platform. But I know with TD Ameritrade, if you buy certain stocks, it'll tell you like OTC or ADR. Well, I found out some interesting information about these OTCs and ADRs. And I think everybody needs to be aware of it, because if we don't, then we might just be missing the boat on some stuff. And ADRs, you know what I mean, is an American deposit receipt. And a lot of people, like I tell people, you'll be able to get a chance to kind of understand what ADRs is over a period of time, and we'll be able to show and kind of give everybody what it is, because we're gonna come back to it and kind of make sure it is what it is. But we want to be able to explain it and kind of say everything that we want to tell you about it, because the ADR is how we invest in foreign currencies, foreign markets, and foreign companies. These companies are not actually traded on they're not actually traded on the actual whole exchange itself. What they are two banks actually in that currency. So we'll take a company like Samsung. Samsung is not available to to stock brokers. Investors in the common market, because it's a foreign company. So what happens is there's a bank in the Korean bank that actually sells shares to another bank here in America. Now the thing about this is this is done on what they call the secondary market. It's not on the stock market, even though these things are listed on the stock market. So if you go and look for it in your investment account, you'll be able to see like these ADRs and OTC stocks trading, and it looks like they're trading because the broker is selling it just like regular stocks. But this is not what's going on. You know what I mean? This is what's going on is these two banks are doing deals between each other, setting the price of this stock for whatever they want to set it at, because it's from the secondary market. So when we're trading, we got to pay attention if we get ADRs or OTCs, because these things are not really regulated, but they're still stocks. And so and this is how U.S. investors can invest into a company that is in another country that's not listed on the New York Stock Exchange. Now, the thing about this also as well, ADRs are not actually ownership of common stock. So we got to understand when we're doing trading what we buying. ADRs are actually more like bonds, more than anything. So if the interest rates and all this actually change, this is what an ADR is. An ADR is going to it's supposed to mimic the stock price, but it's not guaranteed because there's no regulation. It's just two banks deciding on how this stuff actually works.
So hold
Go ahead.
You're saying that they can charge you what the heck they want to charge you, really?
That's exactly what I'm saying. But they try to make it fair.
Yeah.
They try to keep it as close to realistic as possible. But there's nobody to govern it. So when we buy some of these foreign companies, and I'm gonna give you, when we buy some of these foreign companies or some of these companies, and it's an ADR stock, that's why the prices are moving differently. You see what I'm saying? Like we wonder why some of these stocks move crazily from in the stock market, because some of these stocks are not actually trading on the real stock exchange. And we got to know this, because this is what it is. And that brings me to the next point of OTCs. You know what I mean? Because when we picking stocks, we pick some of these sometimes. We do it, you know what I mean? In Next Play, we do it. You know what I mean? Over the counter, these stocks are actually traded between between investors and brokers and people that are brokering this off. We'll never really know the true price. You see what I mean? We'll never really know the true price of it, because they negotiate between themselves after hours doing after hours trading. They don't even have to like the stock is the paper is listed on the stock exchange because it's actually a derivative or a stock type derivative. It's just like everything else. The cool part about it is ADRs and OTCs will still pay dividends, just like a bond will. Because when you own a bond, they'll pay dividends on a bond. So this is all just like OTC and ADRs are really like bonds. It's more like the bond market. And so I brought this up because we're buying, like we were always wondering what stocks, like why they move differently. This is one of the reasons why, because some of our stocks that we're buying are actually over-the-counter stocks, and they're not really being traded on the real stock exchange that we're looking at. And so I don't know, like I said, I don't know if Robinhood actually tells people, but I know when I look on my TD Ameritrade, I can actually pull it up and I can actually see like, oh, okay, this is an ADR stock. And so I know it because I can look at it, and I'm gonna do a quick little thing with everybody so they can actually see what I'm talking about, because a lot of people, I don't think they really seen it and then really know what's going on. So I'm gonna present my screen real quick, and everybody give me a second to kind of finish this out because it does take a minute for me to set it up to show you. But I think everybody's gonna really understand what I'm talking about once I get this kind of going. And everybody can be able to see. So we're gonna deviate for a quick second, and I'm gonna bring this up so everybody can actually see what's going on. And then everybody's gonna be able to understand like what we're doing. And then I'll be able to say, hey, okay, this is how this is going. One second, and then we'll be able to talk about it. So and then this is the thing, same thing. If you look on the chart that I got on the screen, I think everybody can see it. So the organized markets, what we know is the NASDAQ, the New York Stock Exchange, the S&P, they visible marketplace, members trade, security listed, New York, you know what I mean? All of that. The over-the-counter bond market ADRs, it's just a network of dealers. It's just a bunch of people and brokers, like I said. There's no centralized, you know what I mean? All security traded off the exchanges. So all these are being traded off of the normal exchanges that we actually have, but that's not actually how it actually works. And so that's why I said to everybody, I want to get it up here and show everybody what's going on, because I think that once they kind of see it, everybody will be like, oh, okay, you know what I mean? I've seen that before, but we probably didn't pay it any attention. And I thought about it. I said, man, I got to share this with my brothers and sister in the next play, because I don't know if anybody really knew about it. And so let me get it pulled up here. But let's just say we was going to look for general. I'm just gonna put general in here. You see this right here where it says NASA ARCA market? Can everybody see that?
Yeah.
That's a over the counter. That's an OTC. You see what I mean? It doesn't really tell you. It doesn't really say it, but see, it doesn't say in New York Stock Exchange. It doesn't say NASDAQ. This is right here is what you call the ARCA market. That's gonna be part of your OTC market. You see what I mean?
Gotcha.
And that's what you're gonna have. If this means something. This means that it's not a part. See, this is gonna tell you what market it is. These are over other country stock exchanges. But that's what it's gonna tell you. That's an OTC. You see, again, this one says OTC.
Mm-hmm.
That's another OTC stock. This one says OTC. Anything that doesn't say New York Stock Exchange, it doesn't give you directly like the true stock exchange that it's on, and it has an American flag. We got to remember it has an American flag just like this. It has to be the American flag. If it has an American flag but doesn't have NYSE or NASDAQ, then that is an over the counter actual stock. Now this is like the bond market. You don't own any common shares or ownership or rules or anything like that within the stock. All you know what I mean? All you own is just the rights to, I guess we'll say you got the stock. You know what I mean? Say you can make money off of. You don't really own Like you don't have any voting power, you don't have any say so. You can't really even go to unless it's specialized. Some of them have specialized rules where you can go to the company meetings, but you really don't own the stock. It's more like an option. So the funniest part about it is, and I know Big Play gonna like this one. When you buying OTCs, you really paying full price for an option because most OTCs don't even have an option chain. So this is another thing I found out. A lot of these companies we've been looking at like why it ain't got an option chain on it. That's why it ain't got an option chain on it. Because it's really like you paying full price for the option. Because it does that is an option in itself. It's a paper note. It's not even a real note of you know what I mean or anything like that. So I thought that would be the greatest thing to bring up today because you know, as we're trading and trying to get everything together, we got to know like what we trade and how we trade, and that's one of the biggest things that we wanted to know. You know what I'm saying? And so I put this up. You know what I mean? Because this is what it's saying right here. A stock is ownership stake in a company. When you buy one share of General Electric, you're a part owner of the company. Like here's why Big Play say buy a good company. You know what I mean? A bond is an IOU. You know what I mean? When you buy one General Electric bond, you loan money to the company. So they got to pay you back. And if they default, you know what I mean? You can go after them. You can't do that with a stock. So, you know, we really, you know what I'm saying? You really got to understand that the difference in the bond and the over the counter market is most of those are bonds and these are backdoor deals getting done and people are making profit with the change of how this is actually working. So we always want to make sure that we're paying attention because it's not a bad buy. This has been going on forever. You know what I mean? We're not saying don't buy them. We're not saying that they're bad because apparently they're good. They make it's a whole bunch of them out there. You know, and that's the thing. But we want to know the difference between a stock and a bond. And so these ADRs and OTC stocks that you see with the trailing ending with that on there, this is what it is. So we can separate it and make sure we know, okay, if we buying stocks, because stocks move differently. Stocks move by more of on supply and demand of the market. ADRs and OTCs move how the dealers set it up, how the market makers go in and decide, okay, well, I bought this many from Germany. You know what I mean? Well, I want to offer them for a little cheaper price so I can move the stock. I can move the price around differently. And this is what we're seeing when some of these stocks are actually moving at different rates or they're having massive moves is because that company may be trying to raise money. So they'll send out a whole bunch of shares because they're really bonds. Even though they're supposed to be one-to-one to stocks, they're really bonds. They're not really, you know what I mean? You don't have any ownership inside of the company. So they're using it to raise money in other countries and other companies to be able to do R&D, to be able to bring out new products, to be able to do all these different things. And so that's one of the biggest things that I wanted to bring in and show y'all, man, because as I've been looking for other things to talk about and bring, I thought this was something that we should probably bring to everybody's attention to be able to understand, like, what's the difference in the stock market, because that's one of the ways that they're getting it, like that people lose their money. They don't really understand how that stock or how that particular equity is moving. And this is one of the ways that these different equities on the exchanges are moving because they're not really on the exchange. They're backdoor deals being done by banks and brokers and moving the shares around and everything else. Cool part about it, as I say again, OTCs and ADRs still can pay dividends. They still can pay dividends. You can still buy them. You still make your money. All of that is still there, and that's the difference on it. The secondary market, this over-the-counter market, operate 24/7. It never shuts down. So that's how you know it's some slick stuff going on. You know what I mean? You sleep and they still trade. So it's a big thing that you want to actually know. And companies on the OTC can actually move into the stock exchange, and vice versa. Some of the companies on the stock exchange can move into the OTC market. You know what I mean? And so we definitely want to pay attention to it. So when people are picking their stocks, they definitely want to look at where this stock is listed at, so you'll know if you're getting a stock where you actually bought a good company, or you getting a derivative of a bond that's still good, still going to make money, but it may be more riskier to some people because it's not going to move with the market. It's going to move with how they want the market to move. So they can manipulate it a lot more because there's no regulations too much on it because it's bank to bank. And bankers like money. So, and that's pretty much it, man. I hope everybody can get a good listener. I think I saw that guy over there in the Dominican slide in a little bit. And that guy over there in the DR, what's up, Martinez?
How you doing? How everybody doing?
What's happening, man? What you up to?
Hey, cuz.
What up, cuz? What up, Granny Baby? What up, Cuzzo? What up, Big Play?
What's up, man?
What up, Big Frank?
What going on, man? How you doing over there in the sun?
Oh, man, you see I'm sweating, man. I'm sweating, man.
Hey, man, where the mangoes at?
Man, they still on the trees, man. They still on the trees, man. Man, so what? Y'all, you had some great information, Franco, man. I mean, that was powerful, man. Sam dropped some nuggets, man. Big Clay always got something he gonna get us hyped about, ready to jump into it. So I guess I'm gonna do my thing. We go talk about a little Forex, huh?
Yeah, buddy.
All right. Let me see if I can get this, y'all. I came up with something crazy, and I want everybody to join in on this. I think it'll help us out. We're gonna do a little test and see how we work as a team on here.
Oh, okay. So I won't play long. I like games. Let's play some game. Yeah, man. So do I get a mango if I win?
That's right. 2 mangoes.
2 mangoes. Ooh. Let's go.
Okay. All right, can you guys see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right, let's start off looking at Bitcoin. Put it on a daily. We don't want to look at it out. All right, Bitcoin. We all understand how Bitcoin has been moving lately. Up and down, staying within the parameters in our product, I think from 40s, the upper 40s until the 60s. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to see right now the price is at, say, about 57,000 right now. We're going to pick this point where price is at. I want everybody to write on a sheet of paper. You don't have to tell me right now, but we're going to discuss it next week when we come on here. I'm going to ask, when I do my presentation, I'm going to ask y'all what you put on the paper. Now, you guys been watching how we read these charts and everything. I'm going to challenge y'all to this. Do y'all think the price of Bitcoin is going up to 64 again? Or do you believe it's going to drop from 57 and go down to about 52? If you believe it's going up, write up on your little sheet of paper. You believe it's going down, write down.
How about we use a jam set? Nah, I ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna.
When it's up, and it's up.
I mean, you got time to go back and study the charts. We go see is everybody been paying attention how we read these charts and how we follow the data on TradingView. So it's just a little challenge. That's my little challenge for my little Forex heads and my little chart head.
Hey, Martinez, should we give the answer now? Because next week, the market gonna tell the truth.
Well, next week is Mother's Day, so you might want to get that answer today.
Yeah, you're right.
A lot of people won't be here.
Okay, everybody got on their sheet of paper. All right.
Yeah.
So everybody want to just say what they have?
I'm gonna go and say mine. Mine, I believe, is gonna go down to 52.
Okay, Franco said down. Franco said let's go sell off.
Franco.
I'm saying up. I don't know how high, but I think by next week, Sunday, to be up.
Okay.
I'm going up.
Franco said down. State Big Play said up. Who next? What you got for me, Nicole? What you got for me, Grady, baby?
I'm in between right now. So I'm gonna put a question mark by my answer.
What's your answer? You got to make a decision. You up or down. You got to make a decision. You got to make a decision. You can't do that. You got to make a decision. You can't. The fence will kill you by yourself if you stay on the fence. You got to jump on the left or the right side. Which one is it?
Make a decision. Make a decision, boss.
You know what? It may stay the same.
Wait a minute. What kind of answer? Wait a minute. What the hell? What the? Everything got to go up or down. Y'all, you gonna say it's gonna stay the same? What, man? Come on.
Hold on. Hey, Franco, she might be technically right. So you saying it might stay in consolidation? You know, there wasn't one of the multiple choices.
How
the educator gonna add a question to the test?
What?
The educator gonna add a question to the test. I'm just saying, you got a Scantron A, B, and C, and you gonna add D in there. You can't write your own answer in.
It could possibly go up. It could possibly go down, or it could stay the same.
Man, you can't write your own answer. Okay, well, with Martinez. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
We're gonna let Nicole roll with the same. Miss Williams, what you got for us, Miss Williams? You probably can't hear it.
She can't.
Unmute your mic. There you go.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
I said up.
Up. All right, she said up. Cuzzo, I know you gonna better get that right. What you think it's gonna do, Cuzzo?
When it's up, then it's up, then it's up, then it's up. Everybody know that.
Up.
Y'all are funny, man.
Because basically they're talking about the American dollar is having a problem and its value is going down. This is what I'm basing it off of. Every time the dollar goes down, Bitcoin goes up. That's where I'm getting my information from. And if you look at your chart, it tells you the same thing. Every time you see Bitcoin go down, the American dollar is strong. And when you see the when it's doing just the opposite, everything flips. So they're saying, I just heard on my news report, whatever, that the American dollar is gonna be a little weaker. So that means Bitcoin is gonna go up. Thank you.
But Martinez, you need your answer.
My answer, I believe it's gonna go. It's gonna be a buy. It's a buy-in right now. And the reason why I say that is by looking, because it's following the same, just been going up, down, it's down. I think it's gonna challenge that new. I think it's gonna probably go up in here about the 60, hit about 60. Like I see it's forming up a leg right here and another leg right here. So we probably get a little pull. We'll probably get up. I got you.
Look at your average, your moving average. It's up, on the up.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah. Nice technical, Sam. Nice technical.
Yeah. And it's sitting right there what we think it's gonna do. And we see it just then jerks. You never know, Bitcoin might jump $3,000 within a minute. But that's all I want you guys. I just want you guys to pay attention to the chart, because you see right here, we got the first leg, it went up, it pulled back. So that's the first leg, it went up. This the second leg, pulled back. You get 3 of those.
Look at your MACD.
Yep, you got a bunch of buyers in the market. I think it's gonna hit 60. So that's all I got to share in the Forex world today. What we gonna do next? What we gonna buy in?
Well, hey, yo, let's find out. Because we short on time, bro. Let's find that mana coin, man. What's up with that? Who can do that? Who can find the mana coin? Anybody got a crypto platform? Oh, Martinez, you missed it. The young gentleman who was on here earlier was talking about digital land and digital platforms, but he talked about buying the digital land with Manacoin, which is a cryptocurrency.
Okay.
So
do we got the ticket?
Can you pull it up, Frank? Oh no. I'm talking about the actual cryptocurrency, the Manacoin.
Yeah, versus US dollar.
He just said it was selling for $1.
Yeah.
And look how low it was, bro. And I bet you when he looked at the Google Trends chart, I bet the time Manacoin pop was when the time that that platform Metaverse.
Yeah.
Right. When Metaverse started going crazy.
No, that was Decentral Coin Land or something like that. That's when that went off. Metaverse is another platform that they have out there. Decentraland or something like that is what he's talking about.
Okay. You can buy it on can you buy it on TD Ameritrade? Probably because we was talking about it.
Yeah, we were talking about it. We caused that to move.
They heard us talking about it, man.
I mean,
it's Martinez
forming an uptrend.
And when did the buyers come in the market on that thing when it first started to jump off? What month was that?
That was back time when the big spike at.
Yeah.
That was back in March.
Of this year?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. Man, I wish I brought that joke on the show earlier.
It'd have been nice to get around here about 40.
Yeah, 40-something cent.
But just in January and February, it was down to about 22 cents.
Dang.
Yeah, you could have boat on this one, been laughing at the bank today.
Yeah, you load the boat on that one, man. It's been a great day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And if you'd have caught this if you'd have caught this
So what y'all thinking, man? What y'all thinking about the information? Because I mean, can we research this coin? Is data? What I mean, is there any information?
Let's get Jonathan to come back and talk about it.
Hey, what are they saying down in the bottom, Martinez, as far as buy and sell? In the bottom on the right hand corner when you slide up.
Slide on up.
Right here?
Yeah, when you scroll your screen
The
up
technicals.
in the corner and you buy and sell. Yeah,
going up some more. You got to shrink your other
There you
fees.
Yeah,
go.
they
You got
strong. They strong buy.
strong buy.
Wrong buy.
Yeah, you got it loaded full of buyers right now. They it's like the buyers have taken over the market. So
Click on more technicals. Click on more technicals right there. Let's see something.
well, that's your
Right there. Click on that. Let's see.
gonna show you different
It'll adjust.
God, dog.
Yeah, dog. This is by everybody's. Those are your which right there. All of them telling you.
14 say buy, 1 say sell, 9 neutral.
Mm-hmm. All
just
of
off the
So-
average.
Yeah.
So all these are based off indicators they put on it.
Hey.
And this right here, the pivots is like if you're doing little sales and buys. You basically scalp
Mm-hmm.
when you look at the pivots.
All right.
Yeah, I mean,
Do the one- click on
if we can get some information on this coin, this might be something right here.
What
Just,
you about
just
to
go
say,
up
Frank?
top on your right hand side and click on like the newspaper thing, man, and it'll tell you all the information that's out on it right there. If anything is out on it, it'll have it on it right through on that feed.
Atari
Yeah.
Casino launching in see the
Yeah,
young
there
boy
go
just
Atari
said that.
right there, launching right there. That's my coin right there.
Yeah, that's what he just said. That's what Jonathan was just talking about, Atari.
Yeah, and Ethereum.
launching
That's
on the
under
platform.
Ethereum.
Yeah.
They're using Ethereum?
Well,
That's
Ethereum is the blockchain that all this stuff is like Bitcoin. You have to know that Bitcoin is not the blockchain that everybody's using. Everybody's using Ethereum for the blockchain. So when you hear anything about blockchain, is you're gonna hear, you think Ethereum. This is why they're saying Ethereum is going to outpace Bitcoin, because everything is riding on Ethereum.
If they can figure out how the bandwidth needs to broaden at certain times, they'll be all right.
Well, the thing is, see, with Bitcoin, the transaction times are much slower, and so Bitcoin wasn't really like when so-called Satoshi Nakamoto, when he created it, he didn't create it to be used like this. So this is how Ethereum got created. Is because it was they automatically saw something to be able to use it in a different way, and so that's how Ethereum got created. Because the Ethereum blockchain is designed to be able to process faster and be able to do more because of how they built that blockchain. Blockchain is a technology that they had to create. So the way they built Ethereum was to be able to use all kinds of stuff, not just as a currency. They built it to be able to transfer files. They built it to be able to do video. They built it to be able to do all kinds of documents, data, anything to be transferred.
Yeah.
So what y'all thinking, man? What's the play?
Well,
I mean, we don't have a lot of data.
Man, the play is I put something in
$1.42.
I put that clip in our chat about the housing, the shortage of materials. Bruh, it's getting ugly, real ugly.
Yeah, it's serious. It affects that. It's
Man,
here too.
we had builder is trying to build a house. How come there's a frame, there's a roofing package dropped, but no framing package dropped, and no concrete dropped? I mean, they don't have anything, nothing. I'm like, what? You can't even build a house. No, it's not. It's good. Yeah. But that's what we gotta figure it out. Hey. Oh yeah. I'm gotta figure it out. Yeah. Yeah. Shoot, I'd rather I want to get the plot of land. That's what I would rather get and hold it. You know.
Can we wind back the clock and go back to March the 2nd?
Hey man, that would be everybody's dream.
Can somebody please wind the time back to go back to March the 2nd? When it's up with 42 cents.
Hold on, let me push this button over here. I got one. Hold on. Let me push the restart. Bam. There you go. Hold on. I gotta get the button. Hold on. I hit it. It didn't do nothing. It didn't do nothing.
Oh my God, man. We need a do-over, man. We need a do-over, man.
Hey man, I hate this, I know we run out of time, man, but pull this one up because I want to talk about this real quick.
Okay.
AIV, Alpha Indigo Victor.
Apartment Investment Management.
Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna tell you. Last week, man, I think I dropped it in the Facebook group, but this company right here, man. Ooh, and they went up. Look, they went up 30 more cents.
Boy, that joke said, ooh.
But check this out. Hey,
right around here, boy.
But that boy was in a candy shop, wasn't it? Ooh, look.
But check this out. This is where it get gangsta at. They got a higher almost the same price dividend as Apple. They pay 43 cents a share on their dividend.
That's nice.
That's nice.
Apple is $120 a share, and you get 48 cents a dividend. They paying 43 cents a dividend.
Wow.
And it's $6 a share. So you can buy 100 of these and be making almost $4 every 3 months. If you got 1,000, you're making almost what, 400 every 3 months.
You got some buyers coming in the market on that thing too.
And it's a like I said, I wanted to share it because when I saw the news, I was like, shit, it don't matter where this thing go. I don't know how far back it go on the chart. I hadn't charted it up, but I wanted to bring it to everybody's attention while we had the time. We want to pull it in and chart it up, but if you're looking to make some money on just long-term investing drip, you can buy a lot of shares of this company and be able to put a lot of money into your account free. Last week when I ran up on it, it was like $6.66. It went up 30 more cents, and they just announced the dividend last week too. You know what I mean? I think the week before last, where they're gonna be paying out 43 cents a share. So if you're trying to make some money, this right here, you can take, what you want and buy a whole bunch of shares, and every time that dividend hit, you're gonna be getting money. Because it's gonna make, because you got to think about it. It's really paying out more money than Apple. Because if you got one Apple share, you only getting 48 cents for 140, 130, whatever it is right now. You can buy almost, what we say, 50 share, 50 of these. What you get? You can buy almost 30 of these right here, and you getting way more money on your dividend return than you would if you bought one share Apple.
How far does it go back, Martinez, real quick? How old is this?
Doing something back here. Let's see what this thing is doing. I mean, it got a pretty big history. I mean, it's pretty much been a big consolidation. Besides right here, we had a nice little uptrend.
But it dropped. Bottom fell out for some reason right there.
What they do is they own apartment complex. They're the biggest apartment complex owned in the nation.
That's Corona right there.
That's Corona.
Yeah, they own apartment complexes.
But think about what Frank said, y'all. If y'all look at the chart from way back, if they're paying out 0.43 cents, and the only thing that shook them up was Corona, that's a nice little drip play.
Yeah, it is.
If you really, if you look at the chart, how far it's been back.
Mm-hmm.
It's been up there. It's been staying around. It's almost back at its average, right?
Yep. Yep. And if it continues to perform, you're right. That's a nice little drip.
It's a nice drip.
You think about 20 of them gonna be 120, right? We'll just say 20 of them gonna be $130. You couldn't and you look at that's $8 every month. If you bought one Tesla stock, you still would only get 48 cents. You buy the same amount for every Apple. I'm sorry, not Tesla, Apple. For every Apple stock you buy, you can get 20 of these, and you're making $8 for every $120 every quarter. So if you got 10 Apple stocks, you can take them 10 and turn that into extra $80 every quarter.
The only difference is, well, I would say the only difference, but one of the differences is, Apple's probably a stronger company as far as that goes. So from an investment standpoint, yeah, they got the same amount of dividend, but you're not necessarily investing in apples to apples.
Yeah, only if you were trying to set up a drip account.
But it is backed by real estate, which is one of the best assets in the world.
Exactly.
And it's giving a nice dividend. I like it. I bought some, matter of fact.
Yeah.
Last week when he told me about it. So I like it.
Yep.
All right.
UWMC, man. UWMC. I keep telling y'all sleeping.
Pull it up. Oh, we need to look at that intel before we go too. After that.
Yeah.
UWMC.
Hey, Frank, that was AIV, right?
AIV.
I'm gonna look at it again in the morning. I might buy some more of it.
I'm trying to be like Drip. I'm trying to like what Country Wayne Drip. Shit, Your Honor. I'm sorry, I'm late, Your Honor. they trying to lock Drip up, cuz. Y'all can't beat Country Wayne.
All right, what you got?
Yes, sir. Look at your Matt D on that, man.
What kind of company is this, Sam?
That's the one I was telling you about that that came on and that on a SPAC. That's that
yeah, this is the one we talked about a couple of weeks ago. They do the same thing.
But they moved a whole dollar since the last time we talked.
I see it. Because it was real cheap.
Yeah.
So that means so that kind of makes sense though when we think about it. The real estate when nobody can build, people got to go back and buy the old buildings and use the old stuff.
No, these folks right here are banking on those forbearances Stacy was talking about. That's what they do.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Interesting.
That's where I bought into it, and I was like, well, I bought when it was like in the 7s, bro. I've already made $1 on it.
Nice,
What am I shares? I'm like, hey,
nice.
Nicole, didn't I mention this to you? Oh, no, man.
I can't. What did you say?
Didn't I mention that one to you?
You did.
I mentioned this. Yeah.
You did.
But you ain't gonna follow instructions anyway, so don't worry about it.
Now, Nicole.
Yes.
Did you get into that bone shop?
I do follow it. I do follow instructions, but yeah, go ahead.
Because we from the grade.
That's right.
I see.
Oh, listen. I think I'm gonna do. I know I told y'all last week I was gonna do Boeing. I still will. I still probably do a share or two. But now I'm looking at Airbus. I think I'm gonna go ahead. I should have done it last week. I didn't make time, but I guess I'll do it this week.
Nicole, if I was you, I would take the same thing that Franco was just talking about, and I'll just buy that share and set money up to keep dripping in my account.
Oh yeah, I wrote it. I'm gonna do that. The AIV, the apartment thing.
Yeah.
Y'all know I don't be trading nothing. I'm over around here investing. So all my stuff is just sitting in my portfolio.
Yeah, but this is gonna keep adding to your portfolio. Looks like it keep rolling back.
Hey, real quick, Martinez, let's check out the INTC just to see what it's looking like.
At that,
I'm just curious to see what it did. This is Intel.
hey, if I had some dice, I'd be shaking them up. Come on, 7.
Come on, lucky 7.
Intel's gonna be a play, man, but it's kind of like GE why he pulling it up. Intel ain't going nowhere, man. It's an American staple.
Go back. Let's see what we're working with.
Mhm.
The sellers in the market. Now, last
There you
week,
go.
the buyers in the market.
The sellers in the market.
Sellers, yeah, come in.
Woo, woo.
And they hitting hard too, cause look at the average. It be
Mhm.
like a roller coaster scream machine.
Yeah.
Yep, that average going down.
Yeah, it
That's all right.
bumped up for a second, but she going the other way.
So, ain't no chips. We ain't got no chips.
When it's going out, that's
But
all right.
see-
See, they are building a plant to make their chips now. But
Yeah.
that's all right.
Yeah.
Definitely buying whole.
I'm buying more.
I think I'm gonna let it hit. I think I'm gonna let it go down some more. I think it's gonna hit by 50. I think
Y'all looking at two.
I think it's gonna hit by 50 before it correct. Cause I'm looking how far it's down. And if you go back and look back in 2021 in January, that's where it was. Look at, I mean, you look at it, it was at 50 back in January. So it been on a run, but now we in a chip shortage. So it tried to regain, but with more and more chip shortages, you looking at a situation where I think it's gonna come down a little bit more and then bounce back.
That's what I'm thinking. Hey, I think a great point would be at 50 because that's where it's used to hanging out at. That's where price loves to go. So, and then once they get there, once they start gaining revenue and everything, it's going to go up because it's going to be in demand.
I mean, like Flint, it is what it is now.
Yeah. Me too. I'm in there. Like I'm in there like swimwear.
It's going to take off when they get chips going in rotation. You know that because it's demand.
Okay. I hear you. I'm waiting to take my profits.
You gonna take your profit?
Hey, I'm waiting to take my profits.
Hey, I want to thank everybody for joining us for Next Play Investors and Next Play Sundays. Again, join us every Sunday at 7:30, where you can join us live where we talk about investments, cryptocurrency, stock, land, real estate, whatever you want to talk about it. We're a core group of investors. We love that we meet every Sunday at 7:30. You can join the Facebook group so you can see the chats that's going on through the week. You can actually catch us on YouTube, and you can actually see replays of the tonight's show. We also definitely want to invite you back every Sunday. Keep being a part of group economics and group learning, where we can actually sit down and get new people to come in and talk and actually be a part of the show and teach everybody so we can actually do better and learn better. It don't matter who you are, you can come on the show, and we definitely want to invite everybody to come in and listen and enjoy the time that we have. Again, thank you for joining Next Play Investors on Next Play Sundays, and we want to be able to say thank you for everything that's going on. We hope to see everybody come back in and actually join with us and actually be able to vibe and bring something to the table. We definitely want to be able to do it again and again. Again, join us again next Sunday. Be able to we start every Sunday at 7:30. Be able to vibe and join out with us. We thank you for coming out, and until the next time, we always want to tell you and say to you that we love and enjoy it. See you on the next time. Thank you for the next play.